Hey butterflies, so welcome back to Evolving Butterfly with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose. I want to thank you all for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes on the channel. It is ever appreciated. I would like to give a major shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you all for joining along in this journey and supporting the channel month after month, okay? With those extra perks. So, this video, y'all, I do want to remind you all, if you're interested in tuning into for a free personal reading, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and you'll be entered into the drawing for the free reading that we'll be talking about basically at the end of the month. I'll be releasing a video on that, okay? But in this reading, we are looking at what makes you irresistible, honey. What makes you irresistible? Okay, so I'm going to start us off with all of our oracle cards. Then we're going to end it with our tarot cards. And we're going to get up out this thing. But you're basically just going to let me hype you up, okay? Because I know oftentimes, sometimes we kind of lose sight of what makes us dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes us dope. So let me hype you up, honey. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for whoever it belongs to. So as usual, we have 4 piles, like always, okay? So I'm going to have my sound bowl. I'm going to play each sound and I want you to choose it with your eyes closed if possible to see which pile it is that you would like to go with, okay? So we have pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And pile number 4. The timestamps for your pile will be down below in the description box, and I will see you there. All right, so for my lovelies that selected pile number 1, this is your reading. I have not looked at these cards yet, y'all. This is my first time looking at them, so we're just going to be putting them out as it is, okay? And I'm just about to hype you up, okay? What makes you irresistible, okay? Ooh, so the first one, you know how to make decisions, honey. You know how to make decisions. You don't sit and wait too long on getting things done. People know that they can come to you if they need advice or if they have a question about something. They know that you're going to give them some sound advice and you're not going to have a problem with making a decision. Like, you are very authoritative in whatever it is that's going on. Like, you have confidence in your decision-making ability, okay? That confidence stands out, honey. People love it, okay? People love it. Nobody want an indecisive person. Baby, you have no problem turning away from drama or people who do not suit you. Okay? You have no problem turning away from them. You're like, look, this isn't working. I gotta say bye. And you go about your way, honey. You do what you need to do for you. Okay? And that's just on periods. Okay? Period. You're an inspiration. You inspire people. So you may be in some type of work where you work with vulnerable populations or with the youth or children, but you do some type of work that deals with you, you know, inspiring people or having to uplift people, okay? You may be the type of person that people call when they're feeling down or they need, you know, a sound judgment or reasoning to help them make a decision about something, okay? Let me make sure my sound is on. Okay. Like, if they need help with making a sound decision of something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're very inspirational to people. Oh my gosh. So if you never knew that, there are people who feel like you inspire them, okay? People feel like you're a manifester. They feel like you are a powerful manifester, but you don't just manifest through your thought. You manifest through, you say you're going to do something, you start doing the actions towards that thing, and it comes to you, okay? And so they love that part about you. That's what partners actually look at when it comes to you too, of your ability to be able to manifest something into being reality, okay? So if you're in a relationship, your partner probably, they really trust your judgment. Jonah. Your partner really trusts your judgment and your decision-making ability, okay? And whatever it is you're able to bring to the table, because they feel like you are able to make stuff happen, okay? Long story short, they feel like you're able to make things happen. I probably should have closed that door because it has my dog over here acting a fool. Come up here. Come on. No, over here. The next one. Now, it came out in the reverse, okay? This is saying embrace the energy of peace, okay? So what I'm getting in here is that you have no problem speaking your mind. You have no problems calling things out when it needs to be called out, okay? And people love your honesty. They love that you have that ability about you to be able to speak your mind, speak what's going on, speak what's good, speak what's not good, okay? Because not everyone is like that. You have some people who like to sugarcoat stuff and they don't really tell the truth about how they're feeling in a situation or something. You know what I'm saying? So people really love that about you, that you're able to speak truth and you embrace your ability to speak your mind. You live out loud, okay? Period. Your perseverance, okay? Now, what I'm getting in here, though, with the perseverance, it's like you persevere, and the number 4 is the sign of, like, I won't say completion, but the coming together. I'm thinking of contracts and things of that nature, okay? So that goes back to the manifestation piece, but you know when to let go. So although you persevere through situations, you may be very resilient through situations, you have a strong sense of intuition of when you need to let that shit go, okay? When you know what I'm saying, you're trying to do something a little too long, being perseverant, trying to get it to the point where you're just like, yeah, this is a dead end situation. Let me get on up out of here. So it's like, you know how to identify quality. Okay, you're really big on identifying quality over quantity, hunty. Okay, and that makes you irresistible. You have sync with the moon, so your body may be very synced, or you may actually be into like looking at the moon or the planets or astrology and things of that nature. Okay, but the first thing I thought on this one is like with the syncing with the moon, I was thinking about the syncing of like your moon cycle. Okay, so it makes me think of you are in tune with your feminine energy. You're in tune with your divine feminine energy. So even if you're a male and you're watching this, we all have feminine and masculine energies in us, okay? We just can exhibit them in different ways. And I feel like in this instance, you are in tune with your feminine side, okay? And that makes you irresistible, honey. That's how you're able to attract the opposite sex, honey, if that's what you're into. If you're into the same sex, that's the same thing, honey, okay? But you're able to attract through that feminine energy for sure, for sure. You have the Neptune of dreams. So you have big plans and big dreams, okay? And you have people who want to travel along that path with you. They see the dreams that you're thinking of, what it is that you want to do, and they believe in you. They believe in what it is that you have to do. They believe in your spiritual side, okay? So you may be a very spiritual type of person. You may not be super religious, but you're spiritual. You believe in God, you know what I'm saying? But you're not deep into like the super logistics of things. You're very open-minded, okay? Dreamy, mystic, like available, open-minded, you know what I'm saying? Like full of fantasies, but you have people who they support your dreams, they support your goals and your mission and the things that you're hoping to do in your life, okay? They love that about you. You're very imaginative, okay? And you have a sense of self-sacrifice about yourself. So that goes back to where I said I thought you may work with children or vulnerable populations, okay? Of you being able to, sacrifice certain parts of yourself in order to give back or to help others that may be less fortunate, okay? You also have the time. You don't waste time. You don't waste people's time. And you don't like to have your time wasted, honey. And they love that part about you is that you get to the point, straight to the point. There's no beating around the bush, honey. There's no giving you 100 words for something that you can say in 10. Okay? You cut to the chase. You cut to the chase. Time is money, okay? You ain't got time for all the other stuff, okay? So let's get into your tarot energy. And I want to see what type of signs you may be channeling. Okay, you have the Chariot. You're the bringer of joy, okay? The bringer of peace, the bringer of just like information and stuff in general. This is Cancer energy, okay? Which is more feminine energy. Then you got the Nine of Cups, more feminine water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, okay? You're very beautiful, imaginative. If you look at this, it's like she has all these different colors and stuff around her. It's kind of like a rainbow, excitement. And so people see you as being like someone who is emotionally together, you know what I'm saying? Someone who is able to control their emotions, someone who's able to dream and see the possibilities of situations. So you may speak life into people a lot, okay? Power number 1. But that's what I have for you on what makes you irresistible, honey. Make sure you live in that shit, okay? Don't let nobody try to take it from you. And that's just on Piriana, okay? But listen, y'all. That's what I have for you. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. And as always, always be real. Always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey, pile number 2, welcome to your reading on what makes you irresistible, hunty. Okay, period. So I'm going to get into your oracle cards. I'm going to read those, then we're going to end it with your zodiac cards, well, your astrology card, tarot cards, y'all. I guess I am going to be pulling zodiac cards for you too then. That wasn't the plan. I didn't even do that for pile number 1, okay? But we're going to get into why people find you irresistible, okay? Starting us off, you have hope. You give hope. You give hope to the hopeless, okay? So you may be someone who you like to give back to the homeless, okay? You like to give away your items. So versus you being one that's like, oh, I must resell my items, you may find people to give away things to, okay? You provide hope in hopeless situations to people, okay? You're kind of like a light, you know what I'm saying? A knight in shining armor to some people. When they see you, they feel like they can keep going on, okay? You have the waiting. You're a very patient person, okay? And I feel like this is something that your partners really like with you. You don't really rush things. You don't try to force people into things or situations if they're not ready or into it, okay? And that's the same thing with you helping other people. You're just very understanding, okay? You try to open up and be understanding of where they are at, and you have no problem with being patient for what's coming for you or what is meant for you, okay? And you give that same type of patience to other people, okay? You give them a chance to have a moment to be able to open up in the ways that they need to open up, okay? They have truth. You are a truth teller, okay? You are very honest, honey. You're honest to the point where sometimes you share it and it may hurt, okay? And some people be like, dang, you ain't have to cut me that deep, honey. But you're just like, why would I hold it back? Why would I hold it in? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not tell you the truth on how I'm feeling in a situation, okay? And people really like that about you. They like the fact that you're a truth teller, that you're able to get to the truth, okay? You're a seeker of truth. You're a seeker of knowledge. You may be very deep into like reading. You may like reading, or you may like documentaries and things of that nature. You like things that increases your intelligence, okay? Because you're not only a seeker of truth, you're a giver of truth, okay? It goes hand in hand, and that makes you irresistible. People love it, Tanti, okay? But you also, in regards to your partnerships, they love how you share honestly how you feel. Like, so for example, if you're intimate with someone, you're not going to lie and sit there and tell them like, oh, you hitting it right. No, you're going to probably talk to them afterwards and be like, hey, babe, maybe we should, try to look at this a little bit differently, or maybe we should, you know what I'm saying? Like, you give the truth on how you're feeling. You don't beat around the bushes with things, okay? Now you have the travel aspect, but it's coming up in the reverse. So what makes you resistible is that people feel like you stay down to earth, okay? That you're grounded, that you're not someone who, oh, dang, I just dropped the whole card. We ain't even going to get to it. You're not someone who allows your mind to take you too far away from reality, okay? You like to live in the moment. You like to live in the here and now. You may not really be big into like, oh my gosh, I wish I was here, or I wish I was there, to the point where you're traveling to different places in your head and your brain, okay? I get in here that you're very much so down to earth and you're okay where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel the need to have all this luxury and things of that nature, okay? You find peace and hope in the places where you're at. You have the trust in the unknown, okay? So people love the fact that you are able to just connect with your spirit guides and with the universe and with God, and just have this blind faith. Like, I get the feeling of like the childlike faith, okay? Of just having faith and patience in whatever it is of what's going on around you. Okay, this is with the Sky Father, okay? So you just have faith that the universe is going to work in the way that the universe is going to work. You know what I'm saying? And everything is going to work out the way that it needs to work out, on period. You have domestic harmony. So if you are in a relationship, your partner feels like you bring peace, okay? They feel like you bring a balance into the home life, okay? They feel like you may, keep a really good house, or keep a clean house, keep things organized. You may be very good with interior decoration. You may have a keen eye for being able to peep and see what will look nice in a house. You know what I'm saying? What won't look nice, what goes together, what don't go together. Listen, y'all, I'm one of the people who just put shit together. Like, that's just not me. But if that's you, honey, I applaud you with all the claps, honey, okay? But that's something that makes you irresistible to partners and people. It's the fact that they're just like, dang, they really got an eye for detail. You know what I'm saying? Your home, they feel like you keep your home life together and in order, and they love that, okay? You have watch a movie. So people love the fact that you know when to just slow down and stop. You know what I'm saying? and do what it is that you want to do. Like, you know how to have fun as well, okay? You are the main character in your personal story and in your life story. You don't allow anyone else to come in and to change anything about that, you know, because you're in tune with yourself. You know yourself, okay? If you see this, she laying in bed, she watching a movie, she got her cat, she got her tea, honey, she chilling, okay? And so I feel like you're a hard worker, but then you know when to take a break, you know? You have the Mars card. Action. You take action. You may actually have Mars high in your chart with Aries or Scorpio as your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, okay? And so with this aspect, you're not super impulsive, okay? No, let me take that back. You're not super impulsive, but you have no problem with taking action at the same time, okay? You're very strong. You may be competitive, and that turns some people on, okay? That may be a form of foreplay for you when it comes to you and your relationships. You may like to kind of do a little bit of bickering, you know what I'm saying, of like a sense of foreplay, of just like creating some type of, you know, conflict. But it's like when you create it, it's out of fun and games. It's not because you really just upset or you hate that person. You know what I'm saying? And so I love that. You're a great leader. But then also I'm getting in here is that, hunty, you put it down in the bedroom, okay? That's that Mars, that sex energy, okay? You know how to put it down. I'm going to put it down, he going to fall in love, okay? That makes you irresistible, honey, in the bedroom. I'm not even going to lie. Pile number 2, definitely. You have change directions that are coming out up in here, okay? You don't leave people too fast. Like, you wait until you know like that time is right, and until you get a message of saying like, okay, yeah, I need to get out of this situation because this is no longer suiting me. And so that's big. Like, they feel like you're able to stay in a stable situation. You may keep a stable career or a stable job or stable income coming in, okay? And that makes you irresistible to people, okay? Oh, so your tarot cards, this is strong, actually. This is strong as hell. You have the Judgment card in here, okay? So you have people who feel like you are blessed and highly favored, okay? They feel like the universe conspires to work in your favor, okay? They feel like you are not quick to judge other people, okay? They feel like you are, like, your cups just come in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're one of the chosen ones. Like, you have people around you, when they see you, they feel like, wow, that's one of God's gifts to earth. You know what I'm saying? This is strong. And I say that because you also got the 10 of disc, okay, in there. Just like the ultimate abundance. You know what I'm saying? People see you as being very abundant, but not just even abundant in like money. They just feel you're abundant in life, abundant in wisdom, abundant in stature. You know what I'm saying? They just feel like you have it, like you deserve the world. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't feel like you deserve the world, that's definitely something about you that people are seeing. People are seeing that you bring something to the table that other people are unable to bring to the table, okay? And you should relish in that fact of yourself, okay? Pile number 2. But I'm going to pull you a couple horoscope cards because I was called to pull horoscope cards for you to see what type of energy you may be channeling. Because with that Judgment card and then the 10 of disc card, that's our earth signs. That's our Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. You have Libra energy. Libras are all about, they rule, you know, the house of relationships, the house of collaboration, okay? You have Pisces. And it makes sense because, oh no, you didn't have, that's the other pile. But Pisces rules like the spiritual aspect, okay? The intuition, the connection to the higher spirit, you know. So when we were talking about that Sky Father card, okay? So they feel like you also, the way you communicate, that's what I'm getting with the Pisces card. You communicate in a gentle type of way. You're not very judgmental when you communicate and talk to people. Then you have Taurus energy, okay? But it came out in the reverse. So I'm getting in here is that you're not a very, very stubborn type of person, but you do bring the abundance and the femininity that Taurus bring to a situation, okay? So that's the energy that I have for you all, pile number 2. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to enter the drawing for a free reading, go ahead and leave a comment down below to be inserted into it. And as a reminder, all of the details for my personal readings are in the description box. See you in the next video. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! All right, pile number 3, we are going to get into what makes you irresistible, hunty. As a reminder, if you want to enter into the giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe turn on that bell notification, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below, hunty. Okay, now personal readings, all the details are in my description box. Let's get into you all's pile number 3 of what makes you irresistible, honey. So you have miracles in here, okay? People feel like you're able to create miracles. If you've ever dated or been with someone, like they feel like you were somewhat of like a miracle in their life, you know what I'm saying? So you may be one of those people who don't really just go by the status of what a person looks like, what they have, and things of that nature. So you may have given like chances to people who other people would say are below you or beneath you, you know what I'm saying? So when they get with you, they're just like, oh my gosh, it's a miracle that I got a chance to be with this person, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you hold people to the same status, you know what I'm saying, to the same playing field, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you stand out at with it, okay? You have contemplation, okay? So people feel like you are, how can I put it? You are very, you watch who you let into your circle. Long story short. So even though some people feel like, you know, it's a miracle for them to be in your space oftentimes, but when it comes into like your close circle and your close space, you're a little bit of contemplative, okay? You go in your head a lot, you know what I'm saying, and think through things and think through what it is that you want to do, okay? And you have people who like that about you, okay? Because you have no problem resorting back into yourself, okay, and thinking through whatever it is that you need to think through to get your answers in, okay? So that makes you irresistible to other people because you may not be the one who always are trying, like you're trying to bog down other people with your problems or issues and things that you have going on, okay? And so you have no problem going inside of yourself to identifying whatever it is that you need in a situation, okay? You have willpower in here, heavy Aries energy. I just got with that, okay? So you have a willpower in yourself to succeed, and that makes you very irresistible. People may see you as being a hard worker, a hustler, okay? Someone who is out there to get it, okay? Made me think of Nipsey Hussle, you know, I'm going to go get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't really ask a lot of people for help. You know what I'm saying? You like to try to get things done on your own. That's deep, okay? You like to get things done on your own. Very independent. You have the closure card that's coming out. But with this being in the reverse, okay, what this is kind of having me thinking here is that you kind of give second chances, okay? When you cut something off or you end something or whatnot, you are most likely open to give a second chance to a person. But after that, you up out that thing, okay? So you don't just automatically cut them off right then in that moment for that closure, but you do leave a door open. And also people see the fact of like, you make a good friend, you know what I'm saying? So even if a relationship doesn't work out for you, you're usually the type is just like, okay, can we try to keep this as a friendship in some kind of way? And in that, you are actually the type that are able to keep something as a friendship. Like, you know how some people, they go back into the situation? Like, no, I get with you all, pile number 3. You're the type is just like, yeah, if we friends, we friends. Like, what we had is over and it's done with, okay? You have the Lord card that's coming out. Take charge with authority. So like I said earlier, people feel like you're a boss. You know what I'm saying? You have no problem taking charge. You have no problem stepping out and doing what you need to do. Okay? You have no problem speaking up for what needs to be spoken up for. You know what I'm saying? And you are very authoritative in your actions and in your words and how you speak. Okay? How you speak to people. Okay? How you speak to yourself. Okay? People feel like you have no problem with taking charge and jumping out there. You're probably one of the first people to go out there and try to, you know what I'm saying, to protect other people, okay? You may be really big in, like, protecting your friends and family. You may be the first one to pop off at the mouth to say something if somebody says something wrong or, you know what I'm saying, you call people out on their stuff, okay? You have healing in here. And so I get in here that you heal with your voice. You heal with your words, okay? You heal with your words. And I say that because this is in the blue and it automatically made me think of the throat chakra. Speaking, letting things out. Okay, so I get in here that you're really big, like you have a platform maybe. You may, people look up to you in some form of way, but you work in a certain area where not everyone has direct access to you, but people can still find you and learn from you and whatever it is. Like you're a healer, okay? Power number 3, this is our healing group. You heal with your words, you heal with your energy. And that makes sense because you got to connect with crystals. Sorry, I'm over here burping. You got to connect with crystals that's coming out, okay? So people may feel like you're grounded, okay? That you connect with crystals, you connect with the unknown world, you connect with mysticism, and things of that nature, okay? They see you as being someone who, like, you can go from peace to 100 real quick, okay? But you're still healing in that same thing because you're yourself. So that's what makes you irresistible. You have no problem being yourself. You have no problem speaking up for who you are, okay? You speak out about things. You let people know how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You live out loud. Honestly, okay? You have the Venus card, love. So you're very beautiful. You may have some Taurus or Libra in your chart as your Venus, okay? Or your rising sign, okay? I'm getting in here. But with this Venus, I'm getting hella divine feminine energy, honey, okay? Very beautiful, okay? Tasteful, okay? You give life, okay? You may like food. You may be good at cooking, okay? If you're not good at cooking, then you're not really picky with eating, okay? And so people love the fact that they can just cook and you gonna eat it, okay? But I'm getting in here also that you have a wealth type of mindset and you're very magnetic, okay? People are drawn to you just because of your personality, just because of what you share, what you let out, okay? You're meant to live a life of luxury. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of style and you bring passion into situations, okay? You have self-care in here. You know what it means to be about self-care, honey. You know what it means to have self-care. You have no problem separating yourself to do what you need to do for yourself and then coming back when you're ready, okay? You don't apologize for that part of yourself, as you should not have to, okay? And that's just on period. Now, getting into your tarot, you have the, ooh, and it's so interesting because you got two twos up in here. Wow. Okay. So you have the Two of Coins and then the Two of Cups. Now, people see that you're able to balance out your finances, okay? Even if you may not have a lot of finances, people feel like you're very well with balancing out what it is that you have, paying for what needs to be paid for until your Two of Cups energy comes in, okay? But I get in here that you also make a good partner, okay? There are men and women who would love to have you as a partner, to have you as, you know, a soulmate or someone to work with, okay? But they feel like you do well with balancing your responsibilities, okay? Even though you may not like to balance the things, or even if you don't, you know, want to have to go through all the stuff that you have to go through, there are people who, you know, look up to you for that, you know, because they're just like, I don't understand how this person is able to do this or that, you know what I'm saying? And so it creates this sense of mystery for other people, okay? But this Two of Cups in here, you have a lot of suitors who are interested in you, okay? You have a lot of suitors who are interested in dating you, who want to offer you this Two of Cups, to offer you a relationship, but you may not even be paying attention to them or it, okay? Because I feel like this pile, you're very focused on your money and your finances right now, because you're tired of having to balance certain things out. So you're not really seeing the different, you know, people and things that are out there wanting to have a piece of you in some form of way, okay? But with this Two of Coins, that's earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Two of Cups is our water energy, our Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, okay? Now, the three zodiac signs that I just pulled for you to see that you may embody some of their energy, you have Capricorn energy. That's that leadership energy, the ability to speak out, okay, get things done the way it needs to get done, organizational skills. The Libra energy, I mentioned that with the Venus up there earlier, with the aspect you may have a Libra Venus or rising somewhere in there. Okay, and that's the part of relationships, relating. You're very relatable to people. You're able to find a way to make situations work for everyone, okay? Then you have Taurus energy. So you have a lot of earth energy in here, okay? And so that's a lot of Venus, a lot of beauty, a lot of patience, okay? You bring peace into situations. That's that financial. You're meant to have wealth in your life, okay? Pile number 3. So that's the message that I have for you all on what makes you irresistible. Feel free to let me know down below if any of this resonates with you. Okay. Feel free to subscribe, hit that like, whatever it is. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey to my butterflies who selected pile number 4. This is your reading on what makes you irresistible. Before we get started, go ahead and give me a like, dislike, whatever. It's still engagement, hunty, okay? If you want to enter into the giveaway for a free reading, all you have to do is make a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, have your bell notification on, and be prepared when the video is released on the last day of the month, okay? So we're going to get into what makes you irresistible, okay? You have re-energized. Ooh, you give people life. You just gave me Beyonce vibes up in here. She said, I give you life, hunty, okay? When people are around you, they feel like your energy uplifts them to the point where they don't think about everything that was going wrong in their life before that, okay? You give them so much life and energy that like you're able to give off this positive type of energy to them. You know what I'm saying? To help them keep going along in whatever it is that they're doing, okay? You have to go with the flow. What is in the reverse, okay? So I feel like you're the type that you take charge, okay? Living large and taking charge, baby, baby. Okay? I feel like you're the type who you have a lot of leadership qualities to you, but then also you're not the type that just takes what someone has to say, okay, with a grain of salt. You hear what they have to say, you think through the different perspectives of what it may be, you know what I'm saying, and then you make your final judgment according to that. You don't just take what people have to say and run with it, okay? You're the type that like to research things that are said to you, you know what I'm saying, and people love that part about you, your inquisitiveness, okay? You're very inquisitive. You have answers that's coming out, okay? So with this answers card, this is making me think of you have the answers to a lot of stuff. People may even see you as kind of like being a know-it-all. So there are some people who feel intimidated about that about you, but then there are people who love that about you, okay? So don't worry about the people who are intimidated by it. It's just because that they are just upset that they don't have that same piece about them, okay? And so that's something that makes you irresistible to people who fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? So now you have the spirit guide, okay? People feel like you're somewhat of like an angel on earth. Monica just came to me, angel of mine. Some people feel like you are their spirit guide, okay? They really come to you for deep, intuitive type of messages, okay? They come to you for guidance on what to follow, okay? I feel like you're very in tune with your spirit guides. You're very in tune with the ancestors. You may be very big into meditating, finding peace, okay? Yoga, okay? But I get with this though, people feel that energy in you. They feel that you have a divine connection in you and they like to be around that, okay? You have the hermit, retreat and recharge, but this is in the reverse, okay? So what I'm getting is that you know when to take a step back and when to jump back in, okay? You leave to recharge, to get your energy together, but then you like to be in other settings of helping other people, okay? I feel like you like helping other people. You don't retreat all the time, you know what I'm saying? But you only do it when you need to. But you like being around people. I get extrovert vibes up in here, okay? You're very much so an extrovert. You have direct communication, honey. You speak it like it is. You walk it like you talk it, okay? You let it be known on what it is that you're feeling, whatever it is that's going on, okay? You let it know, but you have great communication skills and people love that, especially in your partnerships and in your love relationships, because I feel like if you are in a relationship right now, they definitely appreciate it because their last relationship, they didn't have that direct communication the way that you give it, okay? And so that comes out very, very strong, especially with this 33 card, okay, coming out. That's the Jesus number. I like to always say that. And so with this 3 card, you know, the sense of connection, the Holy Trinity aspect, okay? So I just feel like you know how to communicate spiritually, mentally, emotionally, okay? Like you know how to connect in multiple levels. You don't just connect through one way. You know, you don't just connect through the words that you say, but you also connect and communicate through your actions, okay? You don't just talk it, okay? You walk it and talk it, and people appreciate that about you. You have sing. You may love to sing, and people love that about you. Now, there's some people who probably hate and talking about some, oh, you don't know how to sing, or whatever the case is. But in your situation, you love to do it, and people love to hear the animation in your voice when you sing, okay? They love your creativity if you're into writing music, okay? Or if you're into writing poetry, I'm getting in here. People love to hear whatever it is that you create, okay? Because they feel like it's kind of like... gift from the heavens, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought of Alicia Keys. I know why the cage bird sings. Only joy comes through song. So music, you may be really big into making playlists, you know, and people may see your playlist and they're just like, oh, I need that, or I need that song, you know what I'm saying? Or you may showcase or share your love and stuff for people through the playlists and things that you create, okay? You have the doula, which represent by Cancer, okay? So you may be very family oriented, okay? You may have like a goal of having your own big family, you know, or you just may be very nurturing in general, okay? And like I said, giving life, okay? I think I mentioned that earlier. The doula, they birth babies, you know, you help through the process of, you know, when that woman is going through the pregnancy, okay? So I feel like you're very sympathetic and comforting, okay? And people love that about you. You have a protective type of energy to you, and you're very tender and caring in how you communicate with people, okay? You don't get super defensive very fast. You try to understand what's going on and why people feel the way that they feel, okay? You have the pivot card that's coming up. You know how to pivot and make the right decisions. You know how to identify the next pathway that you should take, okay? And people really love that about you. They're just like, wow, this person always have all the answers. Like, they just know, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. But when you divide that by 2, it gives you back to number 1, okay? And so you just know how to pivot through situations and identify when something is working and when it's not working. And you have no problem with making those changes, okay? You're open to changes, you know, because you know that through life, we can't really get whatever it is that we want without making changes, okay? So your tarot cards, you have the Chariot and the Two of Batons. And I feel like another group had the Chariot as well. But the Chariot is represented by Cancer. Once again, you had Cancer that came out, okay? So with this number 7 card, the bringer of joy, the bringer of like just understanding, the bringer of information that people may have been seeking. So you may be one of those people who show up at the right time, right place, okay? Randomly, and it's just because you're so intuitively and so in tune with yourself and the society and world around you that you naturally just be in places where you need to be at, okay? And it works for you, okay? You have the Two of Batons energy, which is giving me the fire energy. The Two of Batons is represented by our Aries energy, okay? But you also could have like that Leo Sagittarius energy in there as well. So I get the aspect of partnerships. You're good with negotiating contracts, okay? So if you have a partner, they probably come to you to be like, hey, you go talk to him. You know what I'm saying? You talk to him for me type thing, you know? Because they feel like you're very good with your negotiation type skills and creating those partnerships and things of what you need to have, that balance, okay? The balance between passion and need and desire, okay? And people love that aspect about you. I'm going to pull you some horoscope cards to see what other energy you may embody from any of the other zodiacs. And then I'm actually being called to give you all a butterfly message, okay? Well, no, not a butterfly message, but an affirmation message. You have Capricorn energy. What's up with Capricorn showing up in everything today? What else do we have? Aries energy. I think I mentioned that earlier. Aries energy. All right. What else do we have for our pile number 4? Virgo energy. Okay. And these are loyal type signs. These are leaders. These are creators. So what makes sense if you have either of these signs as your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, if you selected this pile, okay? So your affirmation card is... Oh, come on. I choose to learn through love. And I think I mentioned that earlier, like you're a very loving person. You're very open-minded to people. You don't like to judge a lot, you know, like you see things in life for what it is and you're open to the differences, okay? You got happiness lands on you unexpectedly, okay? So although you may be the type that, you know, you may get down a little bit sometimes, it's like by you being naturally you and yourself, that's how you manifest and bring different blessings into your way, okay? Pile number 4. So that's the message that I have for you all in this pile. Feel free to let me know down below if any of it resonated with you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.